Billy with Digital Realty here to give you an update on the greater Boston real estate market for the month of October 2022. The big takeaways, we're starting to really see the impact of rising interest rates take hold of the market. In the last month or so, interest rates have skyrocketed to over 7%. Stay tuned as we dig into the details. In October, we're seeing that the rising interest rates and their impact on buying power is really starting to take hold in the greater Boston real estate market. The days of home prices increasing by double-digit percentage points month over month is something we're probably not going to see for a while. We are seeing that the number of sales are decreasing in a big way, which is the result of buying power getting pummeled. For single-family homes, prices continue to rise at 6.7% compared to October of the previous year, which is a decreasing rate compared to previous months. For condos, they've been hit even harder, and we're seeing only a modest 0.8% price increase compared to October of 2021. For both of these and for all types of residential sales, the volume of sale deals going on month over month and year over year has been decreasing by double digits now. For multifamily homes, we're seeing that a 27.3% decrease in the number of units sold in the greater Boston area. So this is really starting to see the impact of the rising interest rates. I expect we're going to continue to see things in this similar type of trajectory for the next several months, if not the next year. The mortgage rates in October jumped between 6.75% and 7.32%. So that's not great news if you're a buyer, because as the interest rate goes up, you continue to lose buying power. However, there is still some hope. In the month of October, the consumer price index came in at around 7.7%. That still seems high. I know it still seems high, but the good news is it's lower than what the economists expected at 7.9%, and it's down from the fever peak of 9.1% back in June. So things are working. The raising interest rates are helping to bring down inflation, and it is taking time. So we have some hope that it's working, but the bad news is it looks like there's going to be more interest rate hikes coming. So if you're thinking of buying, I would definitely continue to keep a close eye on things. And now is no longer the time period that you're going to just be bidding over asking price for these crazy amounts, right? What we're going to be doing is doing a lot of analysis. Things are shifting right now, so we want to make sure that we're helping you win a home, but not paying more than you need to. The median sale prices in October of 2022 for the greater Boston area are starting to noticeably cool off. Some decrease is expected because it's seasonal with the real estate market in the greater Boston area. So that's cyclical. Usually in the fall and the winter, things cool off literally and figuratively. There's not as many sales and the home prices usually decrease a little bit and then ramp up back in the spring and the summer when there's greater demand and more people want to move. So this is why right now what we're doing is we're focusing on the year over year differences between October of 2022 and October of 2021. So the rising interest rates are continuing to erode the buying power. So just as an example of what that erosion looks like, for $850,000, if you were to buy a home that cost that amount, it would be a monthly payment of around $3,800 back in January of this year when the interest rates were around 4%. Today at 7%, that same exact home with a purchase price of $850,000 would cost you a whopping $5,100. So that's a massive difference in purchase price and massive difference in the monthly payment that you'd have to pay for the same purchase price. So that's why if you have a monthly payment amount that you get pre-approved for, that's going to be going down as interest rates rise. So looking more closely at the data compiled for single-family homes in the greater Boston real estate market, what we're able to see is the amount of active listings is up 18% compared to October of 2021. And similarly, the amount of pending sales is down 27% year over year. So this is again showing that the interest rates are sapping the buyers of their budgets from even a month ago. The last data point I want to highlight for everyone is the sold to original price ratio, which is down below 100% for the first time in what seems like about 2 years. And this is notable because it means the frenzy of throwing money crazy amount for over asking price looks like that's finally over for at least the next year or so as things kind of moderate and come down. We're expecting that the purchase price is going to continue to increase, but at a decelerated rate going for the next 12 or so months. For condominiums in the greater Boston real estate area, we're seeing a similar story to what we just went over with the single-family homes. So the median sales price is about flat from October of 2021. The amount of inventory is down about 10% year over year. However, the most notable thing here is that the amount of pending sales is actually down 31.5%, thus showing that even though inventory is down a little bit, The amount of sales that are pending right now is just really dropping off a cliff, and we're continuing to get hit really hard and see the results in the data as we take that deep dive. Also notable is the sold to original price ratio for condos in the greater Boston area is 98.8%, and just again showing that I think the days of getting getting offers for way over asking price are behind us for at least the next 12 to 18 months, as we see things moderate to at the list price or even a little bit below that point. So that's what we're seeing again as interest rates continue to go up. I expect that trend to continue. So we'll stay tuned, and I think we're going to see more of the same for our November analysis. So in terms of the expectations for the market going forward, so what we're seeing here is that the scales are being tipped away from that fever pitch seller's market. Things are, I wouldn't say they're necessarily becoming a buyer's market, but they're definitely becoming a little more moderated. And if you're thinking of selling your home, I would not be waiting any longer. We should definitely reach out. We should think about getting your home on the market soon, because the prices are going to continue to be coming down as the interest rates go up. So that's the tricky thing for buyers to navigate, is what's the inflection point of, as interest rates go up and home prices come down, where does it make sense for you and your timing? That's something that we'll need to consider as well. And also offers below list price and even price reductions on homes that are listed. I expect that to be the new norm for 2023. I don't think there's going to be some people are saying, oh, inflation's going to bottom down really fast, and then the Federal Reserve is going to lower the interest rates and things are going to kind of go back to normal. And I think it's going to take a lot longer than people expected. A lot of the economists in market thought that the inflation would already be under control by now. It's not. So I think we're going to continue to see these trends of the Federal Reserve raising interest rates, waiting and seeing how the impact is on inflation. So buckle up. I think it's going to be definitely a good market to navigate, but it's more important now than ever that you have a real estate agent that's able to understand how to utilize the data to get you a home that's for the best offer.